Hi everyone, I'm back with another art journal video. I'm working on my Delusions art journal. So today I am going to start the background using these acrylic paints. As you can see, these have already dried up, so I'm only left with this pigment of these colors. Even though there's nothing acrylic left about these paints, the pigments inside them have gone water reactive. So if I take them out and put some water, I'm able to maneuver it and spread them on my page. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm taking the pigment out of the bottle and spreading it out with the help of some water. So I'm using the different shades of blue for creating the background page. I still feel that this page needs a little bit more of the light blue, so I'm building up the layer after drawing the page or drawing the first layer. Okay, I'm happy with how the page looks, and now I move on to the next part, which is coloring up these white pages using these Delusions colors and for the focal images or the focal elements. I want to mix these two colors to make some orange, some pink, and some corals. I had a lot of fun coloring these up and mixing the colors and playing with them. Eventually, I was left with a lot of pink and orange on my fingers. Moving on, I am going to add some iridescent gold texture on these panels. Because this is iridescent, it's not overpowering the page or the color on the background, and yet it's giving a very nice and subtle shine when I look it against the light. So I'm going to apply it to all the four panels, and also I will apply this texture, a stencil texture, onto the background of the art journal, mostly keeping it on the borders. There is something very classic about gold and blue, and it always looks gorgeous. So this is how I put the leftover paint back in the jar or the pouch. I felt that the page still needed some texture, so I used this etc. stamp from Stamper Anonymous and added some text stamp texture onto the page. So these are the two die cut die sets that I'll be using from Sizzix. These are Thinlits, a Wildflower 1 and 2 from Tim Holtz, I think. So I'm going to cut these dies from some black paper, thin black paper, and from the panels which I've colored. So as you can see, everything is ready. Took me around 45 minutes to 1 hour to do it. And now I am going to start gluing them down to the page. So my idea for black was to give a sort of a silhouette to the main focal wildflowers. That's why I started first sticking these black ones, and I have used very thin black paper for doing the die cutting. So I tried various different ways to stick it down. I used the glue stick, I used the PVA glue, but eventually, because there was a lot of elements, die cut elements that I have to stick down, and the the PVA and the glue stick was taking a lot of time, so I moved to the matte medium. So because the matte medium was making everything very thick, because I was building layer upon layers, so for some last small pieces I went back to PVA glue and then I stick them down to the page. So here now everything is glued down, everything is dried, and I have trimmed the edges. Now it's time to add a quote to the page, and I'm going to use this neutral craft color paper for this, because I don't want to introduce any new color, and I don't want to use any color from the page which is already there. So that's why I went with the neutral color route. I'm just trying to place and figure how it will look nice, and eventually I trimmed all the words and placed them in the way I like them. And just to add a little bit more touch to the page, I added this butterfly, because obviously where there is flowers there have to be a butterfly. And here's the last piece of the quote is stuck down, and this finishes the art journal. And here is a close-up. I'm loving how the iridescent gold is complementing the page, the color of the page, and it's not overpowering, and it's not an obvious show stealer, I would say. And all this idea of adding silhouette to the main focal elements of the pink and green is turned out to be really good. I am enjoying it, and also the iridescent gold on the pink and on the main focal elements is also showing up when I put the page against the light, and all this script texture is looking very nice. Not a lot, and that makes me very happy. I'm really happy with the page. So guys, do give it a thumbs up, share with friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.